Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1 today, we have an exciting topic that could make you look at your spare change in a whole new way. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins from recent years, the United States of America $quarter 2022D. This modern coin might seem ordinary at first glance, but what if I told you it could be worth way more than just 25 cents? Make sure you stick around until the end, or I'll reveal the shocking value that one of these rare finds could fetch. You don't want to miss this. The 2022 D quarter was minted in Denver, one of the two primary minting locations for US coins, the other being Philadelphia. The Denver Mint is known for producing millions of coins each year, but not every coin is created equal. Some have rare errors, special features, or minting anomalies that make them highly valuable to collectors. What makes this particular quarter so fascinating is that it was part of the American Women Quarters program, a special series launched by the U.S. Mint to honor influential women in American history. These quarters featured different designs celebrating women who made significant contributions to the country. The 2022 series included quarters honoring Maya Angelou, Dr. Sally Ride, Wilma Mankiller, Nina Otero Warren, and Anna May Wong. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly makes some of these 2022 D quarters worth more than their face value? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and most importantly, errors. Error coins are among the most sought after by collectors, and the 2022 D quarter is no exception. Some quarters from this year have been found with striking errors, such as misprints, double die obverse, off-center strikes, or even missing details. These mistakes happen during the minting process and make the coin unique, increasing its value significantly. Another key factor that affects the value of this quarter is its condition. A coin that is in near perfect, uncirculated condition can command a much higher price than one that has been in circulation. Collectors look for coins that have sharp details, no scratches, and retain their original luster. If you happen to find a 2022 D quarter in mint condition, it could be worth setting aside instead of spending. For those who love hunting for valuable coins, here's a tip: check your pocket change, coin rolls from the bank, or even old coin jars at home. You never know when you might come across a rare quarter that could be worth far more than you expected. Now, let's talk about what you've been waiting for: the value. Some rare 2022 D quarters, especially those with unique errors or in pristine condition, have been sold for an astonishing $23,000. That's right, a simple quarter, if rare enough, could be worth a small fortune. So, before you spend that next quarter, take a closer look. You might just be holding onto a hidden treasure without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You never know what coin could be your next big discovery. Top 2, we're talking about the United States of America $quarter from 1970 with the Denver Mint mark, the 1970 D quarter. This particular coin has been gaining a lot of attention among collectors, and for good reason. Some rare versions of this quarter have sold for astonishing amounts of money. Make sure you watch this video until the end, because I'm going to reveal just how valuable this coin can be. You don't want to miss this. Let's start with a little history. The 1970 D quarter was minted during a time of great change in the United States. The 1970s marked the beginning of a new era in both politics and culture. The Vietnam War was ongoing, and major shifts were happening in society. This quarter represents a piece of that history, making it even more fascinating for collectors. The Denver Mint, which produced this coin, is one of the most significant mints in the U.S., responsible for creating millions of coins each year. However, not all 1970 D quarters are created equal. Some of them have unique characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. And now, let's talk about the design of this coin. On the obverse, or front side, you'll find the familiar profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This classic design has been a staple of U.S. quarters since 1932. The word liberty is inscribed above Washington's head, and the phrase "In God We Trust" is positioned to the left. Below Washington's portrait, you'll see the year 1970. And if you look closely at the right side of the coin, you'll notice a small letter D, which signifies that this quarter was minted in Denver. On the reverse side, you'll find a detailed image of an American bald eagle with its wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons. Below the eagle, there's an olive branch, symbolizing peace. Above the eagle, the words United States of America and E pluribus unum are inscribed, and at the bottom, you'll see the denomination quarter dollar. While most 1970 quarters are only worth their face value of 25 cents, some rare ones have something special about them: errors. Error coins are among the most sought after by collectors because they are unique and extremely rare. These errors can occur during the minting process, and they make the coin stand out from the rest. One of the most famous errors found on the 1970 quarter is the overstruck coin error. This happens when a quarter is mistakenly struck over another coin, such as a foreign coin or a misprinted US coin. When this happens, you might see faint traces of the original coin underneath the quarter's design. This kind of error is incredibly rare and can drive up the coin's value significantly. Another type of valuable error is the double die obverse, which means the design on the front of the coin appears slightly doubled. This can happen when the die used to stamp the coin shifts slightly during the minting process, creating a unique visual effect. Collectors love these types of errors because they make the coin one of a kind. Besides errors, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that have been in circulation for decades tend to show signs of wear, scratches, fading details, and loss of luster. However, if you find a 1970 quarter in mint or uncirculated condition, meaning it looks as perfect as the day it was made, it can be worth significantly more. The fewer imperfections a coin has, the higher its value in the eyes of collectors. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1970 quarter? First, check for any signs of errors, like unusual markings, doubling in the letters or numbers, or overstruck designs. Next, assess the condition of the coin. Does it still have a shiny, unblemished surface? If so, you might be in possession of something very special. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for. How much can a rare 1970 quarter be worth? Some of these extraordinary coins, especially those with rare mint errors or in perfect condition, have been sold for an incredible $43,000. That's right, just imagine finding a simple quarter in your collection that could be worth a small fortune. So, before you spend that next quarter without a second thought, take a closer look. You might just be holding onto a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an exciting discovery. Top 3. Imagine finding a quarter in your collection that's not just old but incredibly valuable. Today, we're talking about one of the most iconic coins in American history, the United States of America bicentennial quarter, minted in 1976 to celebrate 200 years of independence. This special coin, with its unique design and historical significance, is highly sought after by collectors. But what if I told you that some of these quarters could be worth much more than their face value? Make sure to stay with me until the very end, because I'll reveal just how much this rare and special quarter could be worth. You won't believe the number. Let's take a step back in time to understand why this coin is so important. The year 1976 marked the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. To honor this milestone, the U.S. Mint released a special set of coins, including the bicentennial quarter. These coins were different from the usual quarters in circulation. Instead of the standard eagle design on the reverse, the 1776 to 1976 quarter featured a brand new design that symbolized the American Revolution. Now, let's talk about the design of this fascinating coin. On the obverse, or front side, you'll see the familiar image of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. However, there's one detail that makes this quarter different from the regular Washington quarters: the date. Instead of a single year, you'll notice a dual date, 1776 to 1976. This was done to commemorate America's bicentennial and is one of the defining features of this coin. Turn the coin over, and you'll find the real highlight, the reverse side, designed by Jack L. Ahr. Instead of the usual eagle, this quarter showcases a colonial drummer, standing proudly with a drum strapped to his waist. Behind him, there's a torch encircled by 13 stars, representing the original 13 colonies that formed the United States. Above the drummer, you'll see the words United States of America and E pluribus unum, and below, the denomination quarter dollar. This design perfectly captures the spirit of the American Revolution and the country's fight for independence. It's a symbol of strength, resilience, and national pride. But while this coin is historically significant, what makes it valuable? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and minting errors. The U.S. Mint produced these quarters in massive numbers, but not all of them are worth a fortune. The most valuable versions are those struck in 40% silver, which were part of special collector's sets. These silver quarters have a different composition than the standard copper-nickel ones, making them more desirable. If you have a bicentennial quarter that looks shinier and feels slightly heavier, you might have one of these rare silver editions. Another factor that can significantly increase the value of this coin is errors. Error coins occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, and collectors love them because they're unique. Some of the most valuable bicentennial quarters have been found with double die errors, off-center strikes, or missing details. A double die error, for example, means that certain parts of the coin's design appear doubled, making the coin one of a kind. Coins that are in uncirculated or mint condition are also worth much more than worn-out versions. If you happen to find a bicentennial quarter that looks brand new, with no scratches or discoloration, you could be holding on to something special. So, how can you tell if your quarter is valuable? First, check if it's a silver edition by looking at the coin's edge. If you see a solid silver color with no copper strip, it's likely made of 40% silver. Next, inspect the coin carefully for any errors or unusual markings. And finally, assess its condition. The shinier and more flawless it is, the better. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much could a rare bicentennial quarter be worth? Some of these exceptional coins, especially those with rare mint errors or in pristine condition, have been sold for an unbelievable $38,000. That's right, just imagine finding a simple quarter in your collection that could be worth a fortune. So, before you spend your spare change without a second thought, take a closer look. You never know, you might be holding onto a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an exciting discovery. Top 4. We're diving into one of the most fascinating modern coins, the United States of America quarter dollar from 2021, minted in Denver. This coin might seem like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but don't be fooled. Some rare versions of the 2021 D quarter have been selling for incredible amounts of money. Make sure to watch until the very end because I'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth, and trust me, you won't want to miss this number. Let's start with a little background on this coin. The 2021 D quarter was part of a major transition in U.S. coinage. Up until 2020, the America the Beautiful Quarters program was in full swing, featuring national parks and historic sites on the reverse of the quarter. But in 2021, a new design was introduced featuring George Washington like never before. The obverse, or front side, of the 2021 D quarter still features the classic image of George Washington. This design, originally created by John Flanagan, has been used on quarters since 1932. However, one key detail sets this quarter apart: the Denver mint mark. If you look closely at the right side of Washington's portrait, you'll see a small letter D, which indicates that the coin was minted in Denver. The reverse side of the coin is what makes this quarter truly special. The 2021 D quarter was part of the Washington Crossing the Delaware series, which paid tribute to one of the most iconic moments in American history. This design, created by artist Benjamin Sowards and sculpted by Michael Gaudioso, showcases George Washington leading his troops across the icy Delaware River during the Revolutionary War. This event was a turning point in the war, symbolizing courage, determination, and the fight for freedom. The image is incredibly detailed. You can see Washington standing at the front of the boat, gripping his sword, with soldiers rowing behind him. The waves of the river, the expressions on the soldiers' faces, and even the texture of their clothing make this design one of the most impressive in recent history. Surrounding the image, you'll find the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar. Now, let's talk about what makes some of these quarters extremely valuable. While millions of 2021 D quarters were produced, not all of them are worth more than their face value. The key to finding a valuable one lies in rarity, condition, and minting errors. One of the most sought-after versions of the 2021 D quarter is the one with minting errors. Error coins are extremely rare and occur when something goes wrong during the production process. Some of the most valuable 2021 D quarters have been found with double die errors, which means that parts of the design appear slightly doubled. This can happen when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, creating a unique effect that makes the coin one of a kind. Another rare error found on some 2021 D quarters is the misaligned die strike. This occurs when the design is not perfectly centered on the coin, causing part of the image or lettering to be cut off. Collectors love these types of errors because they are incredibly rare and add uniqueness to the coin. The condition of the coin is also a major factor in determining its value. A quarter that has been in circulation for years, collecting scratches and wear, is worth far less than one in pristine, uncirculated condition. If you happen to find a 2021 D quarter that looks flawless, with no visible damage or discoloration, it could be worth a lot more than just 25 cents. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 2021 D quarter? First, check for any unusual markings, errors, or signs of doubling in the design. Next, look at the condition of the coin. If it still has a brilliant shine and no signs of wear, you might have something special. And finally, if you suspect you have a rare error coin, consider having it professionally graded. A high-grade, error 2021 D quarter could be worth far more than you think. Now, for the big reveal. How much can one of these rare 2021 D quarters be worth? Some of these extraordinary coins, especially those with rare mint errors or in near-perfect condition, have been sold for an incredible $25,000. That's right, imagine finding a simple quarter in your pocket that turns out to be worth a fortune. So, before you spend your spare change without a second thought, take a closer look. You never know, you might be holding onto a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an exciting discovery. Top 5. We're diving into the fascinating world of modern coins to talk about one that might just surprise you, the 2022 United States quarter dollar. This coin might seem ordinary at first glance, but some rare versions have been selling for astonishing prices. If you have one of these in your collection, you could be holding on to something truly special. Stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to reveal just how much this quarter could be worth, and trust me, you won't want to miss this. Let's start with some background on this coin. The year 2022 marked the beginning of an exciting new era for U.S. quarters. The long-running America the Beautiful Quarters program had come to an end, and a fresh series was introduced, the American Women Quarters Program. This program was designed to honor influential women who made significant contributions to American history. The 2022 P quarter was minted in Philadelphia, and if you take a closer look, you'll see the small letter P on the obverse side, right next to George Washington's portrait. This mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most historically significant mints in the country. And now, let's talk about the design of this coin. The obverse, or front side, features a brand new image of George Washington. Unlike previous quarters that used John Flanagan 1932 design, the 2022 quarter features a left-facing portrait of Washington, designed by Laura Garden Fraser. This design was originally created in 1931 but wasn't used until decades later. The inscription Liberty is positioned above Washington's head, with "In God We Trust" to the right, and the year 2022 at the bottom. Turn the coin over, and you'll find an inspiring tribute to one of America's great historical figures. The reverse design varies based on which woman is being honored in that particular release. Some of the 2022 quarters featured Maya Angelou, the famous poet and civil rights activist, while others honored Dr. Sally Ride, the first American woman in space. Each reverse design is intricately detailed, capturing the essence of these influential women and their contributions to history. And now, what makes the 2022 P quarter so valuable? While millions of these quarters were produced, only a select few are worth more than their face value. The key to finding a rare and valuable version lies in minting errors and condition. One of the most valuable types of 2022 P quarters are those with error strikes. Error coins occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, making each mistake unique. Some 2022 P quarters have been found with doubled dies, which means certain parts of the design appear slightly doubled, making them highly desirable to collectors. Another rare error is the misaligned die strike, where the design is not properly centered on the coin. This can lead to missing details or distorted images, making these quarters one of a kind. Some collectors have also discovered 2022 P quarters with missing clad layers, meaning the coin appears copper-colored on one side because the outer nickel coating wasn't applied correctly. Besides errors, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. A quarter that has been heavily circulated, with scratches and fading, is worth far less than one in mint or uncirculated condition. If you find a 2022 P quarter that still looks brand new, with sharp details and no wear, you might have something valuable in your hands. So, how do you know if your quarter is rare? First, check for any unusual markings, misprints, or doubling in the design. Next, look at the coin's condition. If it has a brilliant shine and no signs of wear, you could be in luck. And if you believe you have a rare error coin, consider having it professionally graded to determine its true value. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much could a rare 2022 P quarter be worth? Some of these extraordinary coins, especially those with rare mint errors or in near perfect condition, have been sold for an incredible $20,000. That's right, just imagine finding a simple quarter in your collection that turns out to be worth a fortune. So, before you spend your spare change without a second thought, take a closer look. You never know, you might be holding onto a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an exciting discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!